Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. The way the universe functions, the ego can't understand that because it doesn't see the energetic side. It only sees the physical one. For example, the things like needing nothing attracts everything. When you let go, you let it happen. It's paradoxical for the ego. It doesn't make sense for the ego that how can I manifest something by letting go? How can needing nothing can attract everything? And for the people who have not experienced such things, it's all BS for them, who are too much driven by the human mind, who are living in survival. When they listen to these things, they can't grasp it. They are so disconnected from their spirit. It's all BS for them. They don't have a clue that how the universe functions, that there is something called vibration, frequency. The more we see life from the lens of this society, the more we are disconnected from the magician that is within us. You have to unlearn your conditioning. You have to see beyond the filters of your ego. And you have to realize that needing nothing attracts everything. Whenever someone asks me about manifestation, they are coming from a space of neediness. I need that car. I need that house. I want it. I will be nothing without it. There is a social status that is connected to it. There is a timeline. I'm 27 years old, I'm 30 years old, I'm 40 years old. I need to keep up with the society. There is a pressure, the pressure that is coming from not your spirit. Your spirit does not create any pressure. It's the mind. It's the society. It's the mass hallucination that the humanity is under. No one is creating any rules for you. The universe is not saying that when you get to this age, you are supposed to have a car, you are supposed to have a house. If you look around you, no matter what you want right now, just take a deep breath and look around you. Has the universe, God, whatever you believe in, it can be a higher force, has it not given you everything in this moment? You are alive, you are breathing. You have everything that you need right now. And when you will need the next thing, you will get the clue for that. You will get the download, you will get the intuitive knowing. It's time. But we rush, we control, we think there is a particular time. We create pressure on ourselves, and that pressure is the inner critic that the society created within you. So you have to realize that the universe has no conditions, the universe has no rules. The universe does not create a box for you because it knows that you are unique. Why do we put ourselves inside a box and limit ourselves? Because that's how we have been conditioned. And the ego will never understand these things. The survival will never make you realize your higher states of consciousness that you can tap into right now. The more you live in survival, the more you live in a box. The more you live by timelines. You have to catch up with society, with what everyone else is doing. You are in the rat race. You are with the mob. Your life will not have the higher quality. It will not have the juice. It will not be in alignment with your higher self. It will not be driven by something higher. It will just be mundane. It will be just like everyone else's life. Are you a robot? Do you want to live like everyone else? Because you know deep in your heart you are not like everyone else. But we are so conditioned, and the label that we put on this is, oh, you have to become serious. This is your responsibility. That's what the society projects, that you are not responsible if you are not keeping up with us. Definitely they will say that, because no one wants you to be free. No one wants you to be empowered, because your empowerment, your freedom makes them aware of their insecurities, makes them aware that they are a prisoner in this matrix. So it has nothing to do with you. You just have to be in alignment with yourself. There is no timeline. You don't have to catch up with anything. You just have to be in alignment in the moment, and spontaneously things will happen. They happen through you. You don't make them happen. Again, it is paradoxical. It doesn't make sense for the ego. Anything that is of higher consciousness can't make any sense for the ego. It transcends space and time. The ego lives in space and time. So you don't have to convince anyone. You just have to live your life with your own understanding. It's not about making other people understand your truth, your way. You just have to live it. And this is why it's important to disconnect from the hive mind energy of the masses. The more you compare yourself to them, the more you think that this is the way to live. Oh, physically I have to do this, I have a responsibility, at the end of the day I have problems. The mind is a problem creator. It makes everything serious. It can be physical things like car, house, anything. It will make it a big problem. And who's gonna suffer? You're gonna suffer. Because now you will chase it. The more you think physically, the more you operate like how you have been conditioned to operate, you will always be chasing. And you will be always worried, will I make it or not? And it will only show you the worst case scenarios. So that's why you have to live spontaneously. When it's time, you will know. And that knowing will be so strong that you will have no choice other than to act. And it will happen naturally. And the people who are guided by their intuition, who are listening to this, they will know in their hearts that things happen spontaneously when you are guided by something higher than the ego. And another important thing that ties in with this is your intention. That what are your intentions for manifesting anything? Because the ego's intentions are majorly that I want to show others, I want to prove others wrong, I want social status, I want people to see that I have done this, I've done that. It's all seeking validation. This is what majority of the humans are doing. They are seeking validation from the people who don't even give a damn about you. Seeking validation from strangers. Just think about it. You have to honor yourself, love yourself, see your worth. That's the way you connect to this present moment and you realize that nothing is lacking. I'm already whole. I'm perfect. I lack nothing. And that vibration is the most important thing. To see that in this moment you lack nothing. And the more you send that vibration out and live spontaneously, everything starts bending in your favor. You just become aware that everything is happening so magically. There is a divine rhythm. And you become attuned with it. And the more you follow that, the more things happen through you. Even the choices, the things that you want to do, they come to you. You don't have to go to them. And when you follow your ego and when you take action, you will always get rejection. You can see that rejection as redirection. That what am I doing wrong? Let's become aware. Maybe I need to just take a step back and be patient. Maybe I need to just be present. And the problem is that when you are always chasing, when you are always running around things, you never become present. You never become present with your emotions, with what you are feeling. This becomes a great escape for you. Always chasing something, chasing money, chasing things. It's a very good way to escape what you are feeling like. So you are never creating anything from inside out. You are just focused on the outside. There is no inside there. You are disconnected from your emotions, your energy, your vibration, your alignment. And that's the main thing. That's how you can create from inside out. That's how you can realize what are your intentions. Why are you wanting those things? The 90% of the things that you think matter, that you need to run after, they will disappear when you realize your worth, when you realize you are enough. You will stop creating so much stress in your life. For that you have to sit with yourself. You have to be with yourself. And you have to see that what's going on within you. Then only you can align with your intentions, with your highest self. Otherwise, the ego is running your game. So no matter how hard it is to conceive this, needing nothing attracts everything, and letting go is the key to let it happen. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like, comment, share. You can also support my work by hitting the thanks button. And please make sure to subscribe. Much love to you all.